So I really don't know how to save this, guys. I don't really want to be here anymore. I don't know what it is exactly, man. It's just boredom, I guess, you know? It's just like, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't know if you guys would want to be here anymore. If you were in my predicament at the moment, you would no longer want to be here, man. At the bitch-ass hair salon, man. I'm sick of this hair salon, man. You all thought I was going to be something else. This hair salon on 2K, like, I could totally understand where Eric Bledsoe is coming from. The man don't want to be here, guys. Turn my volume. Oh, my God, dude. No, man. I'm a brown shirt. I haven't played a minute yet in the game. Quit talking to me, man. Look at my fucking hairline.
Not so much, man. Yeah, and try these on.
Yeah, so I can, put them on so I gotta listen to your bitch ass no more, man. Great idea, man. You know, I got my own pair right over here somewhere.
What do you want today?
I want you to cut my motherfucking bitch ass hair, man. That's what I want. Give me the Spike 3, 100 VC on my pocket. Red hair.
I'll do it, but I don't recommend it.
Yeah, I would recommend you stop talking. I'll recommend you stop talking. Give me a full-on trimmed beard, I guess. And I want that to be bitch-ass white. Santa Claus up in this, man. Santa Claus!
I think this one will look great.
You just said it was gonna look bad! How can I... And then you go to the hair salon, man, to get everything wrong. I literally said white beard, red hair. Okay, so Sports Nation came up with this article, guys, 5 Eric Bledsoe trade scenarios that make sense. I do want to give you guys my thoughts on each one of these teams here, and if I personally think myself that it makes sense, because by the time you watch this video, Eric Bledsoe might have gotten traded, so hopefully it's actually to a pretty good fit out there. So yeah, man, he's going to be gone, plain and simple. Pretty much, man, like his tweet was saying, he tweeted out saying, I don't want to be here. And rumor has it that it was about him eating at the hair salon, which I totally understand. I hate going there, man. I mean, I go to like a barber shop or whatever. Well, I rarely go because, I mean, I don't know, I just don't get haircuts that often. I usually let it grow out, then like, I don't know, get trimmed down for like 10 bucks or something like that. So the first trade we got here, guys, is the Milwaukee Bucks, and pretty much it's saying that they would have some sort of value of Malcolm Brogdon, what I think would be a huge L, guys. Malcolm Brogdon was Rookie of the Year, and he's just got so much great potential. Now, to give up a guy like Thon Maker, I do think Thon Maker also would be a nice piece, but I feel like if he went over to the Suns, he would actually have more of an opportunity to, like, play, I don't know, just kind of be like a more, like, centerfold of the offense and everything like that. So I do like that trade quite a bit better. But at the same time, it's like the Bucks already have Brogdon. They already have Chris Middleton, so it's like, is Brogdon going to be put on the bench as like a backup point guard? Is Chris Middleton going to get shifted somewhere else so Brogdon can play shooting guard? I really just don't know how this trade is going to work out. Next, we have the Denver Nuggets, and this was pretty much go around some sort of trade of Emmanuel Mudiay. What else we got here, man? Malik Beasley, Jamal Murray, Juan Hernangomez, Trey Lyles. Yeah, man, they got a lot of good young pieces out there. Well, wait. I don't want to say good young pieces. They have a lot of young pieces. Like, the most enticing player out of all those would have to be Jamal Murray. I mean, I do feel like he still has potential in this league to be a good time scorer. Mudiay is just like, you know, he's still learning everything, so he's got time, but I don't know, man. It's like, it says plus they carry their own first-round draft pick. I don't think that's going to be extremely valuable because I feel like, you know, Eric Bledsoe with Jokic and also Paul Millsap is a pretty good basketball team to the point where it's like they could potentially be a playoff team in that instance, and the draft pick would kind of be weak at that point, so not really sure. Cleveland Cavaliers. See, this trade makes no sense to me at all. It says, wait, what? The Cavaliers are sorely lacking point guard depth with Isaiah. Yeah, I'm a mend, but it's like once Isaiah Thomas comes back, which is not like that far away. I mean, it's gonna be like what, January maybe. Then it's like you're gonna have Isaiah Thomas, Derrick Rose, and you're still gonna have Eric Bledsoe. It's like, and you got Dwayne Wade, so it's like that's just way too many. And J.R. Smith, and Kyle Korver, and bitch ass Jose Calderon. So like that's too many players, too many guards on one team. It just does not make sense whatsoever. For them to go on to get Eric Bledsoe, like I don't like that fit at all. What else we got? We got the Los Angeles Clippers. This trade I actually do like a lot, especially since Teodosic is going to be out for probably a few months. I know he had a big-time injury. I really do like Teodosic a lot. But, you know, if you could get Eric Bledsoe alongside Blake Griffin and also, you know, DeAndre Jordan, Gallinari out there, that's a pretty solid team. Plus, of course, they got, you know, Sam Dekker. He's new on that team. He's still a good young asset. Montreal Harrell in the right situation could be a great player, I think. You also got, Austin Rivers. If Papa, you know, Rivers is going to be willing to let him walk away, because I heard that's like, I don't know, I heard there was a lot of issues with that like during the offseason where it's just like trades were being offered towards the Clippers, and Doc was just like, I'm not going to trade my son, which is just like totally, I don't know, just unprofessional. Next up, we have the New York Knicks. Now, I was talking to WaffleMan60 on Twitter, man, I'll tweet him a little bit there, and I know he's a big Knicks fan. I was like, would you be willing to give up Willie Hernangomez and Freak Ntilikina? Now, Ntilikina, you know, he's only played 4 NBA games. He actually has, out of all the lottery picks, they said he has the highest bust potential, but that's not, doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be a bust. So, you know, Waffle was like, yo, I want to give this man a little bit more time, which is understandable. But my argument here is that they were able to get Bledsoe. Bledsoe is only 27. We already know what Bledsoe brings to the table. So it's not like he's an old player, man. He probably has a good, like, 6 years left of his prime. Well, I say prime goes up to, like, you know, like that early 30 stage. So he definitely has at least 3 or 4 good years left. Then he'll probably start regression a bit there. But you put, like, a pretty good solid point guard alongside Kristaps Porzingis, because Porzingis is, what, like 21, 22, something like that. I just feel like that kind of speeds up the process of having this team compete going forward. Then by the time Bledsoe was older, Kristaps is really going to be in his prime, and more NBA veteran players are going to want to go to New York to play with him. So I think that makes a lot more sense right there. You know, instead of waiting on Ntilikina seeing like, what if, you know, what if he becomes a good player or what if not? It's just like you already get a good solid point guard in Eric Bledsoe, but at the same time, I can see where Knicks fans want to keep him around. Yeah, so as far as like, because you know, I'm a Pistons fan right here, guys, I would absolutely love to get Eric Bledsoe on the Pistons. Like, I will give you Reggie Jackson. You guys don't want Reggie Jackson. You already got Brandon Knight, who was our last bitch-ass point guard. I'll give you guys Stanley Johnson, who just recently blocked me on Twitter because I called him out for getting balled up by Ben Simmons, having a triple-double drop to him while he's like in his 3rd year in the NBA and not doing nothing. And you guys can have a first-round draft pick, but I'm sure Suns fans not want to do that, guys. Anyway, man, let me know in the comment section below, what team do you think Eric Bledsoe should go to? I know it's not really his choice, but what fit do you think is the best? I mean, ultimately, man, I would love to see him on the Clippers or the Nuggets, just because I feel like that makes the most sense, like all these teams listed. But also at the same time, the Bucks would be a lot more exciting to get a guy like that alongside Giannis, who's playing just like insane go basketball right now. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.